you live this life, I walk this road, and you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. Vow to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. Man, it's Fleece again. What's up, Fleece?
Hey, man, it's me, man. I'm live and I'm here.
Good.
I'm in a good mood, too.
Well, that's always good, man. How was your week?
As usual, like anybody else, man. You know, we always wake up and something new always happening. Something always going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we find ourselves in situations where problems keep landing at our doorstep.
That's right.
So, unlike the old Fleece that would, probably pick up a gun,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. Right now, when them problems come at my feet, I solve them right then and there. In a positive way. So, it's something that I grew up for every day. I don't wake up every day thinking that I'm going to the park, I'm going to have a good day and all this. Them is things I hope to have. But when I wake up every day, I wake up wondering what the next problem of somebody is going to come from to my doorstep. And I try not open doors for problems. But now, seeing the situation out here in society, people with so many problems and mental issues, make me feel good about myself. Because now I'm not part of that. I don't walk around with the attitude. I don't walk around with, every time we meet, I got to talk about somebody, put somebody down, come up with a bunch of issues. Now, when I come to my friends, man, I come in peace.
Right.
Now, I come in peace to relax them. And we sit down and we talk about things unrelated to issues and problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we leave, man, we always leave with a little spirit in us, to keep going and keep stepping. We know what we facing out here. And we run into people every day, man, that got issues, mental issues, problems. Even in our own household, we run into that. But you know what? I learned we don't turn our backs on nobody, man.
Right.
We don't turn our backs on people like people turn their backs on me. He ain't gonna amount to nothing. He'll never be good. He's evil. He's going straight to hell. He's the devil. And look at me. I'm out here with these people now, and they come to me with their problems. They bring them to my doorstep to solve. And I help them. Because I learned the importance of being there for people, man. Some people say, yeah, family's everything. People is everything. The people that you refuse to help, that becomes a problem, that problem can end up at your doorstep. Had you helped them, it would have never happened. That's why a lot of people talk of biblical stuff, And I'm not even going to mention the Bible, God, and I'm going to mention right and wrong. We know. I know it's wrong to get up and go out here, harm somebody, or do something, steal or rob. Now, I know consciously that's wrong. Now, I can be in a situation where I can't get a job, don't want to work a certain job, cause I don't like the attitude, and bills done piled up, woman talking about leaving, I ain't got no money, and then people be like, man, I'm going out here and steal. I'm going to get it any way I can. But you know what? I don't do that no more because now what land me up is the truth. I used to tell myself, I said, I'm going to go by the truth. And I'm going to see what the truth holds for me, right? And so I started asking myself questions. Is it wrong to steal? True or not? True. Is it wrong to kill somebody when you don't even have to kill them? True or not? True. Is it wrong to do this, do that, do this, and do that? I went on and on. Then I looked at myself. You're going to have to change. If I'm living in the truth, I'm going to have to walk in the truth, man. I'm going to have to demonstrate that, in my daily life, right? So I started going by the truth, man, and it changed me as a person. I'm the same person everybody just wash their hands with. He's rotten. And when I look back on it, yeah, I was. Rottenness to the core. Didn't care, didn't feel for people. I was just like a living without living. Like a walking dead, just somebody just here without a purpose. Don't know why I'm alive. Wake up every day just going outside, see what I can get into. No goals, no nothing. And most importantly, I didn't have, unfortunately, somebody there trying to coach me. See, kids is growing up like that without somebody trying to teach them right. If you ain't teaching them right, what do you think they're going to, what are they going to learn? Why get on them for when they do wrong when you didn't take out time to teach them to do right? So now when you get that call, they in jail, or in trouble, or they done did this and did that. What's wrong with you? I taught you better. Now you didn't teach me nothing. If you had taught me better than this, I wouldn't be doing what I just did. You ain't taught me nothing. And it shows in my behavior. And people keep on jumping on these kids, man. Your child this, your child that. Your daughter this and that. She broke out out. How did they even get a personality of that sort? Where did they come from?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and then you got these parents talking about, no, I raised her better. Come on now. We can tell by the way your son behaves and your daughter that you didn't do no raising nothing. You fed them. You brought them clothes and shoes, but you didn't teach them nothing. Because you know what? You don't know nothing. Nobody taught you, apparently. So y'all gonna get on your kids. My son did what? Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. We don't do that in this family. You ain't even teach him nothing. You ain't taught him nothing. If I question your son, he'll tell me. Ain't nobody ever talk to me. They always tell me get out of their face. So, I'm telling y'all this. I've been through all that. It cost me 40 years flat in the penitentiary. Took away all my youth out here in the free world. Imagine that. I ain't even know how to kiss a woman until I was an old man. The first woman I kissed, I was an old man. I was raised from a baby to an old man in a penitentiary. But I came out all right, 40 years, not even a scratch on me. I ain't got teeth because they took them. You know, if they didn't took them, I had perfect teeth. Pretty.
Well, I seen the MSNBC. They wasn't
Yeah,
perfect.
gorgeous.
They wasn't perfect.
Yeah,
Man.
you know, I was all that. But I'm saying, how can you do 40 years and go through a whole 40 fighting? I fought every day. I was put in dungeons. I was maced. You know, I've been maced over 2,700 times. I've been tasered 1,800 times. I've been gassed. I fought them guards so much that
What do you think they did to your mental, being tased and gassed like that,
all
health-wise?
Health-wise, it didn't do nothing to it.
You don't think it did anything to your brain or your mental?
No, if it did, I wouldn't be able to sit here and function and talk the way I function and talk now. I would have came out messed up.
I mean, you could tell you still look crazy.
Yeah, but you know, you just matter of opinion. You see how I handled that? So I mean, my brain is fine. I ain't come back with no evil for evil.
You was going to.
Nah, I wasn't going to. The thought occurred to me though, but listen, the point I'm making is this. 40 years pictured it in a nasty prison, people being killed, beat to death, all that, and I'm in there fighting. Didn't even know how to fight. I learned how to fight in the penitentiary. You know, which gonna take me to my next story. Check this out. Cut.
Hey, Fleece, you told me at one point you was in Eastern and they try to make y'all wear pink. What was that for?
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you what.
And when you said pink, the first thing I thought about is when you said that the prison system you feel like try to make you gay. So I'm hearing pink. Does it have anything to do with that? Or is that something different?
Well, it depends on how you look at it. But here's what happened. Remember, I told you I went to prison at the age of 15, turned 16. Mm-hmm. I was in jail at 14. So from 14 on up, I'm locked up. 40 years. Okay. The Crips, the Blood, the GDs, and the Viceroys and all that, they wasn't even
thought of yet.
They wasn't even existed. Mm-hmm. And so in prison, as I began to do my time, after about 15 to 20 years in, I keep hearing about the Crips, the Bloods, the wars going on the street. You know, while you locked up, you try to stay connected to the outside world. Mm-hmm. Find out somebody come in, what's going on out there in the free world, bro? Oh, man, they out there doing this, the Crips. I said, who? The Crips. So, at the time, our prison system in Kentucky was allowing us to wear our own clothes, our own shoes. I mean, I could get on the phone and call home and say, pack up all my clothes and stuff, and box them and mail it to me, and I could get it. And so in prison, the inmates enjoy that. Like on Sundays, we come out on Sunday wearing suits and stuff in our.
Y'all wore suits?
Yeah, going to church and stuff on Sunday. Mm. And you know, we knew we was locked up, but they were still allowing us to certain benefits. So now here come all these young people now.
The gang members.
The gang members.
Okay.
Now we get to see what they're about. We've been hearing about them, so here they come. So they come outside, here's about 15 of them wearing red shoes, red this and that, bandanas. Then here come the Crips out with the blue. Everything blue, you know. Even they pillowcases and bedspreads and towels and stuff.
So what's this about? Late 80s or something?
Yeah, early 80s and somewhere around there. And so they get into it. So now it's a prison riot between these little crazy people. And it continued. So the prison system said, you know what? We're going to take all the clothes.
No more personal clothes.
And put everybody in khaki uniforms. You know, khaki shirt, khaki pants. We trying to stop a problem. You know, put them in the same color, see what they do. Well, the stuff continue, right? So now, one of our prison systems in Kentucky is called Eastern Correctional. They call that they gave it a gladiator school. That's the name that young people call it, because you go in there, you're going to thump. They ain't not ready to thump, they going crazy. Because you know, you see young people that don't know how to do time. They don't know how to come in prison, sit back, educate yourself.
They like you was when you first went in.
Yeah, they just come in there and steal the same and go out worse. So, Eastern, they said we ain't gonna put them in khakis. We putting everybody in pink socks, pink underwears, pink t-shirts. They hated their gang stuff that bad. We're gonna make them wear pink and see what they think about that. Even their sheets and towels and wash rags is gonna be pink. So, and they went along with it. All of them was wearing pink, all this stuff. Now, I come from Eddyville. Now, these young people done heard about me. Fleece Johnson. Man, he fights in goals, he do this and that. Yeah. Now I'm down there with him, gladiator school. And when they handed me that stuff from jump, here's your I said, what's this pink stuff? They said, everybody, well, I said, you a lie. I threw it on the floor. I said, you made it up, right? I'm not putting none of that stuff on me. You would go to the hole, I'll go to the hole butt naked. I ain't putting none of that on me. And they took me butt naked. And in the hole, they said, here's your shelter, man, keep that, man. I threw that in the hole. I ain't putting none of that on my body. None of it. And you know what they did?
What's that?
I said, let me demonstrate who I am. They said, hold on, Mr. Johnson. The warden is coming to talk to you. Please. We don't want you there.
You remember who the warden was at the time?
Yeah, the little fat one that shot me. He was up there too.
What's his name?
Do it. No, it wasn't Do It. It was, I'm thinking on something else. God. Cause his wife, I'll tell you what I did to his wife. But anyway, let me get back to the story. I'm not putting on pink. All these gang members and all this that y'all got in here walking around with the pink socks and all this, I'm not doing it. I'm not in the gang, was never in the gang, don't want to be in one. I'm not wearing it. The warden came over and told me, he said, don't get started. We apologize to you. We're going to let you out of the hole today. You going to get white shirts, white underwears, and socks. And your linen and all that's going to be white. Don't tear my place up. And then all these young people, they said, hold up. Hey, bro. I said, yo. OG, can I talk to you? I said, what you want, nigga? He said, damn, for real? Yeah, for real. I don't know you, bro. What do you want? They let you wear red. Yeah, I said, I earn my respect in here. I fight for man. I ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, someday I might get out. I might never get out of prison. But as long as I'm in this prison, I'm going to get my respect. I'm going to fight for it. I die fighting for it. So what y'all gonna do? He said, man, I ain't with this. He took his shirt off, took all that stuff off, right? I said, throw it on the ground, nigga. He said, I ain't worried. I said, when they come and put you in a hole, let them put you in a hole, throw it on the ground. Everybody started doing it. And you know what? They started giving them white stuff. They said I was a bad influence, but you know what? I'm sick of this prison. I'm not going to be down there around these crazy people. I done already picked up a lot of time fighting people. I done fought so much that I fatigue in fighting now. I'm like, don't even want, it's like no competition, man. You know, you fighting people, even though they got names and reputation. And when I get on them, they scream and holler, beg for their life, all this stuff, and don't even get a lick in. It's boring. I'm the only one come out losing, picking up more time, doing more time. I only had 10 years and end up doing 40 flat because I kept picking up time. But here's what I'm going to say about these gangs, man. It got so bad, you know, I had a nephew. I ain't never seen him when he was born or nothing like that. But now he comes to the penitentiary. Somebody say, hey, man, that little young dude staring at you. He's in the gang. So I looked. I said, yeah, I see him. So I walked up on him. I said, what's up, man? I was thinking maybe I done whooped somebody in his family. The word done got out. He's the one that beat your daddy to death. You know, or something like that. So he said, I said, what do you keep on staring at me for, bro? You know, I'm going to confront you.
No matter who it is, if they looking at you.
You stare too long at me, I'm confronting you. What's
guaranteed.
Up? Yeah, guaranteed. Off the muscle. Ain't no let it slide. I don't care if you racist or what.
No matter if you got 500 pounds.
I don't care if you got a squad with you. I'm going to confront you and see what's up. He said, you look like my daddy. I said, who your daddy? He called my brother name out. And then I went up there and my mama confirmed that, yeah, that's your nephew. Let me tell you something. He stayed and stuff. People kept telling me, all the people I get respect from killers. Hey, man, your nephew just disrespected me, man. And Fleece, you know, I got this, man. I tried to talk to him. He act like he didn't want to talk. So I took a big old, he was in the shower, I took a big mop bucket full of cold water. You know, that water hit you like a taser gun, you know, and threw it on his back. He said, ah! He said, if you want my uncle, I said, what? I walked around the wall, popped him. Pop. He hit the ground. I said, get up, nigga. If I want your uncle, what? The guard said, Johnson, is there a problem? I said, no, ain't no problem. It's my nephew, man. Let me handle him.
Was his last name Johnson, too?
No, he's a rocker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a rocker. And then he was with the Crips. So they called a meeting. And then here come all these little Crip gangs to me. LG, Fleece. I said, what's up, bro? Man, you know, man, we Crips, bro. I said, what about it? You can't be hitting one of us, man, because you hit one, you got to hit us all and all that. We know that's your nephew, man. I said, hold up, nigga. Pretend he ain't my nephew. I said, here's what I'm going to tell you. And you go tell your little Crip buddies. I can run all of y'all off his yard right now. I can have every one of you smashed right now. Your whole crew. Get out of my face, nigga. Don't ever come back up in my face again, punk. I said, nah. I said, I'm going to show you what I can do. I said, tomorrow, I said, when they let us in, you pass the word to any of your little crib buddies, I'm going to show you. Don't come on the yard for a day. None of you. Come out here, you're going to get stomped to death. And I can do it now, nigga. I walked away. They ain't come out.
The whole
The whole crew didn't come out, bro. I had that much weight down there in the penitentiary.
Stop it, man. You ain't keep no whole gang.
Man, look. I don't know what Crips are in New York, Alabama, or wherever they come from. You know, I'm not trying to ditch that crew, any of them, even the ones that still exist. I'm telling you about the ones I dealt with. I dealt with them. I had a problem with the Bloods. Me and the Viceroys, we went at it. Me and the Gangster Disciples, we was always cool. But I fought, man. I fought through all that. I'm not seeing your crew, bro. I done fought when they had that little war between Louisville and Lexington. Everybody who liked Louisville, then the UK fans, and so they all get in one area. We watching TV, man. Watching the Louisville, Lexington, college basketball.
Louisville, Kentucky game.
Man, I got money on this game, bro. Here comes somebody out of Lexington, take a pool ball, bust out the TV thing. Now we got TVs in ourselves, but we outside now. We making big money. We can't get in our cell right now. He said, fuck Louisville. Bam. I said, I got up out of the bench. I said, I'm out of here, y'all. And like I was going to walk away, man, I hit him so hard. I slid him up under the table, man. Then everybody started fighting, And we tore him up that day, man. But I wasn't fighting as a gang. I fought because I felt disrespected. I had it out with a whole bunch of them. And here's the thing. I walked alone. I fought alone. I never asked for no help on none of my battles. Nobody. And a lot of times I had battles where people just joined in out of respect to me, But what I got to say about this gang stuff, now I'm out here in the streets. And so I'm trying to figure out, every time I watch the news, there's a beef going on between Newburgh, Victory, and all over my city. They shooting each other. So I put myself in that state of man. I said, you know what? It's a follow the leader thing. And that's why I ain't never been part of a gang, man, because I'm not gonna go shoot nobody that really I think shouldn't even be shot. Y'all can work this out in some other way, bro. You have to go, through all this. But out here, once you initiate yourself as part of them, and the person that you giving leadership over you is evil, he could be somebody that just want to kill people. Come on, man, we're going to have to go down there and shoot them up. It's somebody that just thirsts for that, He's like, them type of people I don't associate with, I'll be with it. If I got a friend, yeah, I'm with you to the death. But I know that the friend that I'm pledging this to is somebody that don't cause trouble. He ain't somebody that will go out of his way to slaughter somebody over something that he could have worked out. I have friends like that I die. When I ride with them type, I know that they done tried everything to work the problem out. They done went through every level And whoever they dealing with is not going to let it happen, so let's get him out of the way. I'm with that. So, but what they doing now in the city, just doing it out of what? They used to brag about it in prison. Oh, dude said, my state up in Washington, man, our murder rate in our city is this and that. So people out of Louisville say, well, oh, we gonna catch up. And when they come out on the street, man, or whatever, that's in their man, is to break everybody's record. Chicago got more murders than us. Detroit, they on the rise, man. We ain't killed nothing but 60-something people, bro. We ain't even on the map. We ain't nothing. Then they go out and do a lot of shooting. Yeah, we gonna pick it up. They are into something that, and it goes back to their parents. And you get these kids and set them off to the side and say, look, man, you're going down for murder. I want to ask you a question, though. I don't care why you did it. I ain't going to ask you why. But I want to know about your upbringing. And they'll sit there and tell you, my mama didn't talk to me. My mama only gave me clothes and shoes and fed me. That's it. And that's all my daddy did. When he came around, he'd give me a little money and they gone. Ain't nobody set me down. Ain't nobody talked to me. Nobody tried to instill in me a right path and connect me to where I won't go down the wrong path. You know, have me connected over here. They didn't do it. They leave these kids unconnected. They hit the streets, man, and what? Something evil out there, pick them up. I'll be your friend. I'll teach you. If you ask the people who's doing this shooting, whose decision it was, and why, they can't base it on nothing coming out of them. You know, where they sat down and thought this. Their decision will be developed through something they done saw on TV, from something they done heard that people say, when this happened, this is what you gotta do about it. Their belief system is not theirs. It's somebody else's. You know, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and kill him. Why? Cause nigga, that's what I'm supposed to do. Says who? Somebody done instilled that in him. It ain't his belief, it's somebody else's. And it goes deeper. And that's what changed me, man. That's why I kept isolated from gangs and people. Like when I fight, I know that I'm fighting because I feel that I've been disrespected. I'm not fighting because somebody is putting cables on me to fight. My decision is, I got to fight you. But enough of that, I stay strong. Like I said, this is the second part. 40 years, came out skin smooth, pretty. The girls look at me and they be like, wow, who is this nigga? I mean, I look at good, bro, but you know what? I'm humble, you know. I'm humble. I'm humbled out of her.
Man, let's go back to Eastern, because you told me about a guy named Roy that he got stabbed, I guess.
No. Look. When they sent me down east, like I said, I ain't wearing no pink. I ain't wearing none of that. I had to go to the hole first. They let me out. So they put me in a cell with this dude. They got double cells. Eddyville, when I got done with them, our maximum security prison, they all went single cells. Eastern is double. So they put me in there with a weightlifter. Cool dude though, Ron Palmer.
Oh, Ron, my fault.
Yeah, Ron Palmer. He been in all the weightlifting magazines, the Michael Jordan, the weightlifters. I was in his cell. Cool brother though. And one day I was getting ready. Went to the door, look out the window of the door, and this black dude had this dude out there. He had a big old knife like that. Dude was backing up and said, "Come on, man, don't do it." Something went through me. I'm getting ready to go out there around and say, "No, bro. Don't." Now, I'm getting ready to get involved. I ain't afraid of a knife. I done fought people with knives. I ain't turning my back on it and run or nothing. I'm gonna get you. You got one swing. You better be quick and you better be fast. If you don't, I got you. But anyway, I stood there and watched. Dude done like that, went up on and picked dude up in the air like that and slammed him, boom, and got the dude with the knife. Got on top of him and said, dude said, come on, man. He said, man, didn't I tell you, nigga, I told you I was hungry, nigga, I'm hungry, nigga, and you be getting that dope in, nigga, you ain't got me. He said, man, I'm gonna give you something today, man, I'm gonna give you some. He said, no, nigga, I'm gonna cut. He said, oh, please, man, don't. And every time he ran back, I'm thinking he get ready to smash in. I was getting ready to push out there, man. But then he let dude up, then dude tried to run, he ran up in the back of him and slammed him on the ground, boom. He said, you think I'm playing with you? No. He said, look, man, I got food in there and everything, man. So he took him to his cell. He came out of dude's cell with a bunch of canned goods and groceries. So I went on, I said, move out of the way, bro. I went on out to the hallway, so dude looked back at me. When he went in his cell with the groceries, then he come back out and stopped and looked at me. I said, what, nigga? He said, police. S.U. ain't. Now I'm ready to thump, nigga. I ain't with all that police S.U. Yeah, it's me. Man, I ain't know, man. He said, man, I'm just getting my money, man. So I passed. I said, you know what? That's when I said, I'm not going to stay here. They're going to have to send me back to Eddyville prison. So I went in to see the unit manager, the lady that was controlled that whole cell house. She was sitting at her desk. I walked in. She said, I didn't tell you you could come in. I said, well, I walked in, I got a question. She said, Get out of my office and come in properly. I stepped out. I said, excuse me. She said, now you may come in. I said, look, I just got here from Eddyville. She said, I know who you are. And I don't know why they sent you to my institution. But I'm going to tell you right now, you will obey these rules and regulations. I said, look, I come to ask to get sent back. She said, you just got here. You got to be here a minimum of 6 months before we even consider sending you back. No more talking. I jumped up on her desk, pulled my pants down, and duty right there on her desk. Reached down, took a piece of paper off her desk and wiped myself and threw it at her and it stuck on her. I said, man, you call somebody. She just sat there. I'm standing up there naked, dingling, hanging, swinging back and forth, naked with my hands on my hip like that. 12 inches swinging. I said, do something. She almost just went panic, man. She dropped the phone, picked it up, and then she said, I need backup right here. Then here come all these girls up there running. I done pulled my pants up and zipping them and all that. That big old thing of duty is right there on her desk, right there in her face. They wait till they got me handcuffed, then they gonna slam me and all this stuff. Boy, this put their knee and stuff all in my throat and all that stuff. I just laid there, you know. So they took me to the hole. Took all my clothes off for me. Said the warden said stripping, so I'm walking around naked. So they come and said, back up to the door. So I backed up. They said, you gonna get your wish. They handcuffed me and then opened the door, put the leg cuffs on me. Put a thing backwards, the black box backwards with the chains wrapped around you. They're supposed to hold you in the front. Mm-hmm. They got me held in the back like that. Butt naked. Packed me out there, put me in a car, took me back to Eddyville that same day. Took me out of the car, packed me up on naked. Set me on the step. And the lady in the guard tower said, hey. They waved at her, got in their stuff and left. The warden lived across the street. He came across the street. And the lady in the tower, she said, he said, did you get their names and badge number? She said, no, they didn't. They just turned and walked away. Senior captain came across the street. The warden said something to him. He got on there and said he called state troopers, stopped that van. They went to jail. I'm laying on the thing.
Wait a minute. The guards from Eastern?
Yeah, they locked them straight up. They broke protocol and everything. You don't bring inmates in like it. You know, just off the whim. Mm-hmm. You know, then bring them in naked and set them there and don't process them in. You just turn and walk away. No. So they had them locked up. So the warden looked down at me. He said, what did you do this time, Fleece Johnson? I said, I duty on the warden's wife's death. He said, like a turn, and he said, look, take him inside. He said, you hungry? I said, yeah. He said, give him a shower or whatever. I said, you gonna put me in a hole? He said, yes, we gonna put you in a hole. But we'll be over to talk to you tomorrow. Keep your nose clean. I said, all right. So they processed me in. But I'm telling you, this is some of the stuff I had went through. Now you think about it. 40 years. Every day fighting in dungeons. Fighting gangs, fighting guards, duty wars, everything didn't come out. Smooth skin, good health. I might catch a cold every 20 years. That's how I ain't been in a hospital. Don't go making trips or none of that. How do you explain that? And then I'm sitting there talking to y'all as if I never been locked up a day in my life. You know, how did I manage to keep my sanity? I'm gonna tell you how. I never looked down on myself. Anything I did, even if it was wrong, I always say this. If I did it, I had a reason. Don't come at me, come at whoever gave me that reason. That's who you talk to. And I stuck with that for many years, right? And I don't let people fill me with regrets. I don't let people make me think that I'm the nastiest, dirtiest thing in the world. That's just like people ask me, now I'm just gonna say this briefly, but I want y'all to connect with this. People ask me briefly about what I think about all this presidential stuff. I said, I don't think about it. I said, it don't matter to me if it's Democrat or Republican, either one. Them people that was on the stage, they will not give me the time of day. They will not even allow a person like me to even be in their presence. So that's what I think about them. And I know both sides will do me like that. 40 years in prison, throwing duty, spitting on people, fighting guards, doing this, doing that. They would not even speak to me. They would look at me like I'm the filth of the earth, even though I know I'm not. Even though I know I'm better than them. You know, so it ain't about what I did in the past, it's about what I'm doing now, here now, in the present, going towards the future. See, I woke up, and it took all that. It took all that prison stuff, all them fights and everything, all that I went through to bring me to where I'm at now. And that's about it.
What happened to? I want to get back on the what we was talking about earlier with and I'm gonna ask you these questions to get around to the real question that I want to know. But what happened to Fred Groom? What did Fred Groom do, and what happened to him?
Man, let me tell you. I was in a hole. I was in the first cell. In they got a lady that works in the kitchen. She's over the kitchen. She was cool to us, man. And she had cooking class, everything.
White or black?
She was white.
Mm-hmm.
She loved the inmates, and she wasn't like a guard. See, in prison, the guards is like the police is here on the streets. That's who we got to watch out for. Is the guards, they was called the police in prison. The po-po. That's what we call them in prison. And so, we didn't like nobody that tried to be like the po-po. Like if it's a caseworker and her job is to just be a caseworker, but sometimes they go above their job requirements and they want to be a guard too. Come here, Johnson. Let me search you down. Search me down. You're a caseworker. Give me your ID. I'm gonna write you up. Now this kitchen lady, I don't care what she seen or what people did. She came out for one thing, just to do her job, to try to show love to the inmates and keep our food clean, feed us enough, feed us good food, teach us how to cook, and go on about her business. And maybe if she finds somebody in her that she feels she wants to give herself to, let her do it. She was that type. Well, this dude, Fred, black dude. In prison, your mind plays tricks on you. A lady can be looking just like in a big area, kitchen area with nothing but inmates out there. She can just stand there like that and look out and just be looking straight out. And each inmate could be like, damn, is she looking at me? Damn, I think she want me, man. I mean, the man tells them that, you know. It's weird, but that's how they think in prison. So, he worked in the kitchen, Fred Groom. And so, she was nice. The lady's nice. And every now and then, when, you know, some of the little spaces in the kitchen is narrow. And if two people walk through there, one got to stop and let the other one come through. But you walk through together, you might brush up against each other. Well, I heard he even did her like that twice. She didn't trip over it. She didn't write him up. So one day, she talked nice to him. And you'll hear inmates, they are, when they think they're getting an advantage, they'll go like, and like a lady say something to him, he say, yeah, I'll do that for you, baby. He'll say that word, baby. Now, she'll look at it like just a statement, you know. She said, okay. He said, damn, I done called her baby, man. She ain't said nothing, man. She wants me. She ain't thinking nothing about you, bro. Then one day, he made his move. He said, she's probably waiting on me to make the first move. How I know all this? Because I sat there and talked to him before I whooped his ass over it. He was telling me, he said, man, I was tripping. But let me finish the story. So when he made his move, he went out and grabbed her. Come on. And this what? Now she panicked. She gonna let you know you tripping, bro. When she tried to holler, he grabbed her, slammed her, popped in her face, then he took her. I don't know how much it weighed, 20, 50 pounds, one of them big old can openers that you open them big gallon cans, the big metal. You turn it like that, a big old solid steel. He took that thing and beat her to death. Cause he felt, this is how dumb he is. If these girls think I raped, man, they get ready to beat me to death. She get ready to tell these girls I was trying to rape her. He killed them. So they locked the whole yard down when they found her. Somebody in this kitchen killed this lady, so they took all the kitchen workers out. Them girls, they ain't playing about this now. She's a sweet woman. And man makes in the kitchen, they told him he did it. At the time, it was so many people around, they couldn't even do what they wanted to do. When the warden said, take him to, put him next door to Fleece Johnson. They know I was staying for stuff right then and there, boy. I had an attitude bad. You know, I'm ready to whoop whatever. You know, I'm sick of these inmates in here. I'm sick of these guards. I'm ready to fight. They put him next to me. The guard said, he just killed her. He said, I don't know what they're going to do about the food. I said, who was that over? He said, this is Fred, Fleece. Fred Groom? He said, yeah. I said, what you do, bro? He said, man, Fleece, I was tripping, man. I said, like how? I said, man, that lady was sweet to all of us, bro. She took care of our food, everything, had a cooking class, trying to help all the inmates, bro. She wasn't like the guards, man. She didn't bother nobody. She didn't try to get us in trouble or nothing. And he said, man, I was tripping, Fleece. Man, I was tripping. I said, man, just calm down, man. Just calm down, bro. So I told this guard, I said, man, we're going to talk later, man. I hate to hear that. Cause I already know I'm getting ready to turn him out. So I don't want him scared. Cause if he's scared, he ain't gonna give me the opportunity. He gonna try to check off the wall, ask for protection. So I don't want him to ask for that until after I give him his little whooping. So I told the guard, I said, I want him. He said, yes, yes. They wanted something to happen to him, right? So he come through, you coming out for rack? I said, yeah, man, let my friend out, man. He said, you come out? He said, yeah, man. I said, I'm talking to you, come out, bro. He said, yeah.
He whooped you.
No, I told him, look, I wish I could say he whooped me. I would love to say it. I shredded him up front. When I say shredded, when I got done with him, they brought a stretcher in, put him on a stretcher, and took him off the wall. That was the last time I ever seen him.
But you know you didn't unalive him. You didn't unalive him, though.
What you mean?
You didn't kill him.
I don't know if he died or not, but I know I messed him up. And I didn't like that. There's certain things I stand for, certain things I stand against. That's why I don't join no games. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me who to talk to, who not to talk to. She ain't no good, or he ain't no good. No, y'all might have a problem that y'all can work out. I'm not gonna let that problem cause me to fall out with somebody. You know, no. I don't do that. That's why I stood alone. I always stand alone, bro. I make my own decisions on everything. And and I live with that, and I can suffer the consequences. I always told myself, if you can suffer the consequences, do what you wish.
Hey, Fleece, I know we talk about people that disappear and you don't know what happened to them after your last interaction, last time you see them get into a confrontation with anybody. But what happened to Robert Chin? What did he do?
Man, first of all, let me tell you, Ken, before I came off the streets, I got locked up when I was a child. But I was running the streets, man, I was carrying blowers. I had 245 automatics that I carried. From 13 all the way up till I got locked up. They was nickel plated. Chin was a little player. He was a little older than me, about 3, 4 years older than me. He's short. And he's the type of dude, man, that was real respected. His hands was like Mayweather. He moves like that too. I thought he was natural with it. And but in the streets, we all growed up together. We all meet each other on certain corners and certain spots. And Chen was cool. So when I went to prison, probably 10, 15 years after I was in, Chen ended up in prison. He ended up down there in the maximum security, Eddyville, at a time when Eddyville was bad, man. I'm talking about, this is the time them guards is beating people to death. They killing, and all this stuff. And people keep asking me, how did I make it out? Well, forget that. Chen, I was in the dungeon one day. They brought somebody down the steps. You can hear him coming down the steps fighting. Beating him, beating, boom, boom, boom. But dude wasn't hollering, oh, go, oh. He wasn't doing none of that. So I said, who they got? So I stood up at the bar. They got to walk past my cell, right? And cause I'm in the first cell. You got to come past me. So they had Chen. He was handcuffed behind the back and leg cuffed, and they was dragging him. And they put him 2 cells from me. But check this out. When they took the stuff off of him, like I said, Chen could throw. When they undid his hands, he went nuts. They fight. Boom, boom. He knocked 2 of them down, 2 guards down, right? But them other guards, they got guards down there weigh 300-400 pounds, man, and they come out of these farms and stuff, packing 2-3 bales of hay on their shoulder every day. They bulls. Big Bull went in, that's what we call one guard, Big Bull. He went in there and grabbed Chen and just squeezed him. Now I heard Chen go, laid him down. Then I seen the nurse go past my cell. Cause usually when there's something physical, the nurse come through and check, see if you bruised or anything. But she didn't come for that reason. I heard her say, hold him down. I heard her go, like a pop, like. And he hollered, "Ooh, yeah, ooh." And then he went to sleep. So, this nurse, see, this is why, let me tell you how they work. She gonna stop by my cell. Hi, Fleece, you doing all right? You need anything? I said, no. I looked at her. She done went in there and put this man out. And then, next thing I know, he's gone.
What do you mean gone?
He's gone. He's not down there. They let me out for a shower, and I was gonna holler at him, peeping on him. You all right, bro? He was nowhere in her.
And he didn't go past you?
Didn't go past me. I think I took a nap or something. They did something with him.
You've never seen him again?
Never seen him again, not in the city, never heard him in no other prison. I used to try to connect all the prisons. Little Chin down there, bro. I get letters back. Man, he ain't nowhere down there, Fleece. Last we heard he was down there with y'all. So, they did something with him. He ain't in the city, none of that, man.
Well, you talked about them a room that's made of mud, and you felt like it was human bones in the mud and all that.
No. See, when you come down, here's like, look at my hands. This is the first floor right here. They got steps. You come down these steps. Now, as soon as you come down these steps, there's a door right here. There's a gate, a solid steel gate, a gate that take one of them great big old keys and stick in there and turn. That door is the actual dungeon.
The one's made out of mud now.
Mud. Ain't nothing in there but mud, man. That mud is about 8, 10, 12 feet deep.
What I was saying, how you know they didn't put him in there?
I don't know.
Our Chicken Hill.
I don't know where they took him or what I know they did something with him. You know, but here's the thing. I was the last one that I know of put in that dungeon. They just threw me in there like that. Naked. Ploosh. And I started sinking. I come up out of there and hit that bank. My finger did. And so here's what I did. When I knew I could make little holes in the mud right there, I made one. Right here. Pulled all of it out, and I went around the wall like that. I mean, it's stuff. You can hear stuff moving on top of that wall of snakes. I don't know what's in there. So, I heard water dripping around on this side. So when I go over, that's pipes. That's what's keeping all that stuff moisturized and stuff down there. That water dripping down there, keeping that stuff moisturized like quicksand or something. So I reached up and grabbed that pipe and pulled myself up out of all that stuff all over me. And I'm naked. Wrap my leg, or they had some long pipes, like 3 in a row. I put my leg through there, put this leg through there, and I fixed my arm through there where I couldn't fall. I was hooked in there. And while it was dripping there, all I got to do is lean back and get some water and come like that. Now, I got to sleep like this. So, a week went by. Then, another. The girl come. Now, remember, I ain't ate nothing. Only thing kept me alive was that water. That door opened, and I can hear them 2 nasty girls talking. One of them said, ain't nobody ever made it over 3 days down here. And that girl said, well, you don't know Johnson. Said he's too nasty to die. He said, well, I don't see him. He said, please. I said, over here. Man, I said, over here. He said, you wait a minute. They went and got a flashlight and he shined it. Sir, he is right over there. They thought they was slick. See, they took a water hose and threw it. You know, the kind of water hose that the firemen use? They got them wrapped around a thing down there. They got that in that cell house, water hose. That's what they scrape when they spray the loop out there on the yard. That's what they do with a water hose like the firemen's. Inmates to go around there, spray everything off the ground, keep the place clean. So, they do that. They said, grab that. I said, they think I'm stupid. I grab that, they start pulling me across. I'm gonna sink. They gonna let me sink.
Right.
No, I'm going back over the way I came, right? And so I came off that thing and went through them little holes I dug out of mud. And when I went around her, they took me out. And just round about the same time that I'm getting out of the hole, we getting a whole new administration now. You know, new warden, new administration. We got somebody new in the corrections. So, and they was upstairs making rounds, getting ready to come down and see Fleece Johnson. And the warden happened to walk down there. He said, how long? I said, 2 weeks. He said, look at it. Get the nurse over here. Get him washed off. Get him to the hospital. I want everything checked. I want him fed. I don't care what he wants to eat. Get it. I took my shower and stuff. It felt good, boy. I lost a lot of weight, you know, and I was hungry. But I know when you go that long without eating, you got to eat a little at a time and build it back up. You try to eat too much, you're gonna destroy your digestive system. So they had me on a little comeback diet thing where for about 3 months, they fed me. Fed me good, right? I'm talking about good. I mean, when I say good, I mean good. I can wake up at 3 in the morning and tell a guard I want a gallon of milk, cold milk, a loaf of bread, and some peanut butter jelly. And sit there and make me some sandwiches, man. And drink all that milk and stuff. They let me build up. But still, that don't excuse what they did.
Right.
So, incorporate that into the 40 years flat that I did. You know, and now I'm out here talking like it wasn't nothing. And truthfully, it wasn't.
So that'll lead me to my last topic, man. You was talking about with the exposing the guard, you called it, where you said that the guards can do whatever they want to you, read your letters, throw them away so they don't make it out of there so nobody knows. And then about time when somebody do find out, their wounds and injuries has healed and they can't even fight the same fight no more.
See, they said I defeated most of my purpose because I fought. See, I learned how to file lawsuits and all that stuff later on. You know, I got into a civil litigation. I know how to shepherd the ass, I know how to find cases, I know how to, you know, go through the whole process myself. Them guards in there, I can remember dozens of times they took my legal work, tore it up right in front of me, threw it away. Tore up my mail, did a lot of stuff. There was a lady that came to visit me in the prison. Her name was Ann Moore. She was running for governor of Kentucky. She wrote an article in the newspaper and I wrote back and responded to it. She started coming to visit me for about 6 years. Her presence has saved me. They knew they couldn't, man, at that time, they wanted to kill me so bad. But now he got a lady running for governor, coming and visit him for 6 years flat. And she wasn't no real contender, you know, in the political thing, she was laughable. But she had some land, 238 acres of land up there in Paducah. And John Brown, John Y. Brown Jr., whoever he was, the millionaire, he wanted some of that land. He tried to endorse her as lieutenant governor. She said, no, I'm running for governor, not lieutenant. I'm like, boy. These guards are trying to kill me. She sat there playing with power. Because once she made governor, I'm going to correct this situation. And I'm trying to help. I'm writing black churches. I'm out there. I'm doing everything now. But that's what stopped them from really pursuing the kill thing. They couldn't kill me at that point. And by the time she stopped coming to see me, the administration's done changed. Goals done quit. I made quit. Got fired, went on to other careers and things. So we got a new system now. So now I'm fighting them. So I tell you what though, everything that I speak about, them goals, brutality, turn up the mail, all it.
No phone calls.
They done already been found guilty in court for what I'm talking about, and I was supporting that process. And
did it stop him from doing it?
No.
I mean,
Man,
how did you get?
Here's what I don't understand. I write the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a case in the back of an old library book, in the hole they pass out books. And it's supposed to be a legal book. And I'm trying to learn law because I'm trying to learn how to fight them legally. And I seen it was a case that if you cite this case, they got to assist. And I ain't think nothing about it. About a month later, here come 3 black girls out of District Columbia sent by the Department of Justice to represent me. They said, we done looked at all this. We can get you out of prison, get you a house, put money in your pocket, Fleece. We can take your suit and combine it, consolidate it with a class action already pending and take over the whole process and get one judgment for all inmates. I said, let's do that. And we won. My testimony won a $200 million lawsuit against the state. So now they mad now. This man throw duty on us. Now it cost us $200 million. He's tearing up all our stuff. Every cell we put him in, he tore concrete off the wall, tore the steel beds apart, and sinks off, slam toilets. He is costing us over $1 million every year. Every year. He'll tear up everything we put in there. We got to keep him naked. Now we can't keep him naked because they say it's violating the law. Now we back in court. Or we don't know what to do. Now he's throwing duty. He done made about 60 guards quit their job. Because we tell the guards you can't fight him. All you can do is write a report saying he threw duty on me. And when them guards knew that, they felt like, what you want, Fleece? I said, I want you to bring me some cigarettes in there. They said we can't smoke no more. I'm going to bring you a couple of packs. Don't throw none of that stuff on me. I said, yeah, okay.
So how is somebody supposed to get help that's in there getting mistreated if they turn up your mail, not letting you make phone calls?
That's the point. I realize, how people always say, all these political people, they get up there and they start talking about, well, you can't take the law in your own hands. You got people you can contact. Man, I contact NAACP. I contact all them black organizations. Man, somebody help me. Nobody help. I contact the court. When they start turning up my mail and my legal proceedings, I said, you know what? I'm going to fight them. Since I tried the right way and they done blocked that off, you want to fight? It's like what's going on now. Do you really want to fight? And when I went at it, it wasn't easy. They came out losing.
But when you get into it with them, they cut off your phone calls, your letters,
Man, they cut
your visits.
everything off.
So how you supposed to get the word out if they done cut off your lifeline?
You got to go through other people. Like you got inmates right there with you and you made, hey, bro, take this number down. You get out there on the yard, call my people, man. Tell them what they doing to me and her. Tell them, get me a lawyer. Call down here and let these people know that
somebody's checking on
you.
Yeah.
And but I didn't have it. I was cut off, and so my family was like, you done enough, and I'm like, I ain't did nothing to you. If I robbed somebody, I robbed him, not you. I always been good in my family, man. And so I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to care about nothing, because when you care about it, that's when it hurts you. When you don't care, you don't feel it. You don't what? And I went through that process, and I shut down so hard, man, that when my brother died, they said, you got a phone call, Fleece. God said, look, man, my condolence to your family. I said, what are you talking about? I'm thinking it's my mama. Your brother, he killed himself. I said, okay. We didn't want to tell you, but, look, if he killed himself, that's his wish. I said, so I respect his wish. Goodbye. I'm done talking. And I don't care. You
didn't care?
Nah, it didn't mean nothing to me. I mean, what should I do? Break down and go nuts because he killed himself? If you want to kill yourself, that's your choice, bro. You the one got the answer to that, not me. If you don't like this world that much, to take care of your kids or face whatever demons you trying to run from, take the easy way out, my nigga. I ain't feeling. Then my sister, she was next. They said, she get on the phone, I got AIDS. I said, you got what? She said, AIDS. She said, you remember my husband, Donald, he went into the army, we broke up. He went in the army, did 21 years in the army, came out with a lot of money, came out with full-blown AIDS, came to her and said, hey, look, I'm out of the army, all of this, I like to restart our relationship. And he got all this money, and she's like, oh, God. He came back to kill her. So he gave it to her. But when it was told to me, I'm like, I said, look, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm sending you something. I sent her a Bible, and I'm done with it. And she died. And when I got out on the street, my niece said, here's what Mama looked like the last time before she died. Showed me a picture, and I seen when she lost all that weight. But when I looked at the Bible, I said, this is the Bible I sent her. And I seen all them markings and stuff in her. I think she read it. She actually read, she been studying this Bible. And I felt so good about that. But at the same time, when it's getting to that point now where I feel like I'm out here in this world and I see what's going on out here, how people are and how they doing each other, families, friends, parents, mama against the daughter, against the mama, daddy this, daddy that. The breakdown, all these homeless people, they throwing their kids out. Don't nobody want to care about no. When I see what's going on out here, I mean, I actually know what it is, the meaning of it, and all that. So, I'm going to stay strong out of here like I did in there.